What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I am using the Scorpion Evo, Silencer, Laser Dot, I believe Fast Mags, maybe a few other things. It's been a while since I played with the loadout. But today we're going to be talking about something that happened in New York, I think about a week, maybe a week and a half ago. When I first heard about this story, I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. It just sounded like some idiots on the highway got into it and some people got hurt. And it was just mainly a stupidity thing. But I didn't look a whole lot into it. And then over the weekend, I actually saw the video, and it kind of changed my mind. So I kind of want to see what you guys thought about it, what your opinions, et cetera, are. So let me go ahead and lay it out for you. First off, there was about 50 bikers on a roam or a ride or whatever the hell bikers call it. And one of the bikers, in his infinite wisdom, decided to record the entire event. If it wasn't for that biker, things might have gone down a little bit differently. But because it got all recorded, we can basically see everything that happened, and the guilt, at least in my opinion, is fairly apparent. Anyways, Mr. Alexian Leon, he's about 33, so he's my age. He's out with his wife and 2-year-old child. Again, 2-year-old child. They're out just on a family drive, just, hanging out. They're on a 3-lane highway. He's in the middle lane, just minding his business, doing his own stuff, not causing anybody any trouble, just having a happy weekend. And then 50 bikers show up. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been driving when one of these crazy motorcyclists decide that, they're the next Evel Knievel. They can drive, they're immortal, and you just better get out of their way. But it can kind of be scary. I've had guys come in and pass me, 100 plus miles an hour, weaving in between, vehicles and such, and that can be unnerving. And that's just one guy. And that's just me by myself, because, you don't want to hit them. They apparently don't care about their health, but, you don't want to hit them. But at the same time, if you're not overly cautious, since they're being, a maniac, some bad stuff can happen. And, like I said, nobody wants to run anybody over, unless you're a psychopath. So anyways, these bikers come up on this guy, and they surround him. They're on his left, they're on his right, they're behind him, they're in front of him, and some of them are inside of his lanes. Like I said, he's in the middle lane, and now he has bikers on his left, right, behind, and front. He is literally surrounded, and we're not talking one or two. We're talking 20, 30, 50 bikers. We're talking a shit ton of bikers. Now, at this point, I can only imagine he's freaking out. I know I would be. He's panicked. He's got his family in the car. He doesn't want any trouble. He just wants to be left alone. So there's no way for him to get off. He can't get away because he's, like I said, surrounded. So he's basically at these guys' mercy on the highway. So he starts slowing down, and then the biker in front of him basically locks the brakes up. And you actually see from the helmet cam that I've got linked in the video description below, the leader's bike just, it seems to almost completely stop, and you can just see him slide back while he's looking over his shoulder, and then it appears that he bumps into the Range Rover. And when I say he bumps, he instigated the event. He saw the Range Rover, and it's almost like he was daring the Range Rover to hit him. Well, apparently the Range Rover did bump into him. He was trying to make the Range Rover slow down for some kind of maneuver or something, and the biker got pissed. So at this point, all of the bikers stop. They're still on a 3-lane highway, and 50 plus bikers all stop their bikes in unison, and the biker who, initiated the braking event gets off his bike, starts taking his helmet off, and approaching the vehicle. Now, you're already freaked out. You've got 50 plus people surrounding your family. They've just forced you off the road, in essence. You don't know what's going to go on. If you've watched Sons of Anarchy like I am, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. You've got to think about your family, the lives of your child, the lives of your wife. And so at this point, Leon did what I probably would have done, and many of you guys might have done. And he just fucking gassed it. Ran over about 3 or 4 motorcycles and apparently completely stomped one of the bikers. The biker looks like his spine was crushed. He probably won't walk again. And Mr. Leon did not stop. He, and obviously not. He'd already been stopped. And he just takes off like a bat out of hell. I don't blame him. Like I said, I probably would have done the same. And the bikers then, some of them stay behind, but a majority of them decide to chase Mr. Leon. Chase him over 50 blocks, multiple times trying to pin him in, failing. until they finally managed to pin him in where he can't go. Mr. Leon, for some reason, decided not to back up and try and run a bunch of bikers over like I would have. He basically just stood there. The bikers approached his vehicle. One takes his helmet off, bashes in the driver's side window. Another biker seems to approach the back passenger side, haul back, take a punch, and then look inside and then kind of walks away. I can only assume he saw the child inside. Maybe the mother panicked and decided, you know what, what the fuck am I doing? Maybe rationality took on. However, his buddy didn't seem to get rational. Goes ahead, drags Mr. Leon out of the car, and then proceeds to cut and beat him in front of his child and his wife. Now, obviously, I can understand these bikers were kind of pissed off. They just saw one of their buddies get run over by a Range Rover. But at the same time, you know, when you get in and start picking fights and instigating things like this, people have a right to defend their family. If it had been my situation, they would have been lucky I'm not shooting them. I'm surprised. Of course, you know, it's New York. The gun laws are a little crazy. If something like that happened in Texas, there's a strong possibility you might have gotten shot as well. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this situation? Obviously, in my opinion, I think the bikers were fucking crazy. I think Mr. Leon should get off scot-free. The bikers should all be locked away. And, you know, the guy who got crippled, it sucks that he got crippled, but in my opinion, it's all on him for causing the problem to begin with. It's a terrible situation, and it could have easily been avoided if anybody on the biker side had just said, you know what, we're being tools. Why are we doing this? That being said, that's my opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys think. What do you think in the comments section below? Make sure you check out the video before you comment so you can kind of see what happened. That way you can kind of see the whole story, not just my version of it, and you can give me your true opinion. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.